Y'all ready for the Her Fire Tour? You guys, we are back at it again. We're back at it again. We have another amazing speaker coming up for New Haven, Connecticut, a new city added to the Her Fire Tour this year. We have four graduates that are going to be getting certified as life coaches and motivational speakers. So look, you're coming in, go ahead and tag, like, share, comment, all those amazing things. So without further ado, D, what's going on, honey?
Hey. Thanks for having me. Hope you guys are having a great Monday. Not really the beginning of the week because Sunday is the beginning of the week, but hope you guys are having a flourishing Monday like I am. I am so excited for this tour. It's down to the wire.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I am just so excited for Connecticut. I've never been to Connecticut. We connected in New York. I'm excited to see you hit the fire stage for the first time. I mean, so what does that mean for you? You was a participant last year, and now you're a graduate and a featured speaker this year. How does that feel?
Oh my gosh. It's like, sometimes it seems like unreal, but then it's like, go ahead, sis. Like, let's go. Like, I'm like so proud of me. Like, I would never in a million years, I would say, think that I would even be doing this, like to even become a motivational speaker. I always been encouraging, but I never thought that being an introvert, and now that I don't even think that's the case anymore, like, but being an introvert and just having those, my mindset shift it's a blessing. I'm gonna tell you that. I feel so good about me now. So to even be a participant of something and to just see where I am today, just going to, the Her Fire Tour last year with some friends, like, you know what, we gonna go. And the friend, she tagged me in and she's like, I think you should go to this. You've been doing your motivational lives. She's like, I think you should go. So I'm like, all right, we're going. And for me to just up and like, I'm a Sag and I do things like that. Like, okay, I'm gonna go a day before and say I'm going somewhere. So, but for me to do that and sit there, and then you remember we was like, we're not staying this whole time.
Yes, I remember. Look, I set y'all up and God set y'all up.
Yes. Sure enough did, because it was like, we're not staying the whole time. And then it was like, watch you stay the whole time. It was like, all right, I'm giving these keys up. And we like, and I don't like to go nowhere and I can't get everything. So I need to get everything. Like, we couldn't miss the keys now. That was like, oh, she giving up them keys. Oh, we can't miss that. We done been here. We done made it here all this time. Like, we have to sit here and get all the information. And it was life-changing. I tell you that. And it built up, especially in myself, the confidence to be able to speak. And then to just, hear the other women, stories. And they still are imprinted in my brain. So I know, and they're from years, they're your students. So yeah. I'm like, she got them right. I know she could get us right. Like, that their stories really touched me, and it really made me understand, like, as a woman, especially that feminine energy you were talking about. That right there was like, you know what? The thing we did, we raised your hand, and I'm like raising my hand, and I'm not, I would say, shunned to the fact about, my dominance. Like, the women in my family are very dominant. It's a lot of us. And we hold the fort down. Majority of the women in our family, it's a lot of women. So we're always the ones at the forefront and dominant. But it made me like realize, like, you don't have to be dominant, and also in relationship, like a man you taking a reign, or you gonna do oh, you always want to do it. And sometimes people gonna be like, you know what, I'm right here. Don't complain about it that you doing it. And I had to like take a step back in my own situation, just, you know, listening to you about just being, you know, in that feminine energy and just exuding it more, not just because I put on a nice wig and some lashes and, you know, a cute outfit, you know, it's more than that. So just knowing and learning that definitely put me at a level, especially in my speaking career, it definitely put me at a level where I write top, you know, D top motivator. We number one fire speaker, and it just gave me that confidence to exude that feminine energy. So and we tell people all the time, me and Trace, like, oh, this is life changing. Like we not just setting you up to come to this tour just because. No, if you've seen us go and we're doing this now, and we know that our stories, our mess became our message. And we know a lot of women that have been through so much that can empower other women with their story. So it's an amazing feeling to just be on this platform and now to be speaking. You know, it's kind of nerve-wracking, like nervous, like I gotta come with this heat like that. I'm just like, I gotta come with heat, smoke, fire, like, and it's because the women on this on stage, I already know is about to kill it. So I'm like, it's exciting, but it's like still, I'm like, oh my gosh, but I keep pumping myself up like, you got it.
You got the tools, you have the master keys, you have the fire blueprint, the fire structure. I mean, you got it. And I love you take it back to New York. I tricked y'all and God tricked y'all. So I rearranged the whole lineup because I knew y'all needed those master keys. Every woman that come to the tour need the master keys.
Yes.
I gave y'all a little bit to get y'all hungry enough to stay.
Definitely did. I said, she done got us, girls.
Yeah. Look, we stand to get these messages, and that is the thing, because like I always say, we are consumed by the hype of this industry, and we really don't take our time to sit, to learn, to develop, and be in the rooms like the Her Fire Tour. Like y'all stayed 12 to 12. I mean, 9 to 9 last year. That's 12 hours. And a lot of people, I know they seen the time and they got intimidated and all those things. But when you get in the mind frame is, I'm hungry. I don't care how long it takes, because you guys sat and y'all sucked in all the knowledge, the fellowship, the sisterhood for those 12 hours. Look at you now.
Yes, definitely.
I see the flyers. You have events, you speaking at events, you have your webinars going, you have launched. So it's like, look at you now.
Definitely, yes.
It's worth the investment.
Definitely, that's what it's like. Invest in you. It's always, I've never even paid that any mind. So now that the mindset shift, and I'm like, I want to be a mindset coach, because I know what it could do it's life changing. So I know what it could do for so many people to strengthen your mindset and to get that high frequency, because you're going to want more. Like you said, to learn is to be successful to me. Like you have to keep learning, keep grinding, keep being hungry, because you want success. You want that bag. We can't elevate if we just stay at one step. How you get into the top if you stay at the bottom step, you know?
You heard over and over throughout the coaching training and the speakers training, your personal growth and development is your first priority, because your audience will not expand until you expand. Exactly. Your audience won't grow unless you grow. Like, I can't pour into you guys and train at the level that I do if I'm not in the books, if I'm not listening, if I'm not studying, if I'm not turning down my plate, if I'm not seeking God on what the new speakers and evolving speakers, what y'all need.
Yes.
And that is the thing, because you're only going to get according to the level of value that you have. And if you don't have that, then it's going to be a struggle, because I was just watching, I put a little clip on there earlier, and I was editing some videos, and I was listening to what I was saying, and it was really resonating with me. That's how your message as a speaker should do to you every time you hear it. You should not listen to critique, but you should listen to be fed when the time that you're needed. And I know you probably go back and listen, especially doing your assignments, and listen. How does that impact you in the level where you started before training into where you are right now?
It impacts me. So it's crazy that you say that, because when I do like even my TikToks and reels and the motivation, and I tell people this is for me first. Like, I'm motivating me first to get full so I can be able, like you said, to pour into other people. So it definitely builds me up in a way like, all right, you got to keep going, because it's not by chance. Like, these words that are coming out your mouth, this encouragement is not by chance. This is God telling you. He already showed me, beforehand, my purpose. He showed me by me going to her fire tour the first time. Like, this is where he led me there. So this is where you're supposed to be at. This is what you're doing. You're supposed to be doing, walking in your purpose. And for so long, I never knew what my purpose was. I used to be like, God, you waking me up for what? Why are you waking me up every day? I'm just here, just waking up, just stagnant and not doing nothing. Like, I always had all these ideas. And like I said, I used to be like, God, you waking me up for what? I don't know why I'm here. I need to know why I'm here. For so long, it was like that until 4 years ago, it was like an epiphany. And it was like, it's you. It starts with you. And so when I see myself doing these things and hearing myself, like I said, it motivates me even more to keep doing it, because I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is my purpose. Like, the words that come out my mouth and the people that inbox me or even email me to say it under my post, like, oh, keep coming with the motivation. You're so inspiring. Like, it gives me joy to even be able to inspire. I don't care if it's one person, two people, like, it gives me joy to be able to somebody to say that I'm inspiring them, that I put a smile on their face, like they get up and make sure they go to my page to see if I have something on my a motivational post or whatever. And if I don't post, it's like, where you was at? You ain't been on Facebook all day. And I'm like, oh, so people miss me. Like, so it's definitely like, it's uplifting and it's very impactful. And that's why I definitely do it, is because I want to impact people with the message, and I want to empower them, because I know how much it does for me. So I know if it does it for me, and it got me out of that darkness that God pulled me out of, but also the motivation and me encouraging myself got me out of that darkness, it can do it for other people. And I know it can, because like I said, look at me now. So I know it's more to come.
Look, so go ahead right now to register if you're in the Connecticut area, www.herfiretour.com. You can use D's code. I think it expires this coming weekend. It's in the description, HFCT, all caps, -DEE, to get $30 off your tickets. So go right now to www.herfiretour.com. This is just one of many stories of women that have attended the Her Fire Tour. I'm just so proud of your growth. It hasn't even been a full year, because New York was August, so it have not been to see where you are right now. What can you tell them if somebody is on the fence about registering for any city that may see this? What would you tell them that will?
Oh, you don't hesitate. Don't hesitate, because if you want to be your best, you want growth, you want healing, you want a new hesitation, not gonna get you that. Do not hesitate to register for this tour. When I tell you it's life-changing, you're going to get something out of it. And every woman that is on that platform, I'm telling you, is coming with that heat. She's gonna leave smoke behind. These women have stories, and it's different stories, but it's also empowering and impactful and motivating. I went last year. Look at me now. I'm speaking on it. I done took the course, life coach and motivational speaker. I got so much and met so many women that are doing the damn thing. Excuse my language, but I'm just gonna say it. Like, you do not want to hesitate. If you are on the fence, you need to get your ticket for whichever city. I don't care what city you going to, you at. Get your ticket. It's gonna be impactful. You're gonna get full mentally and emotionally. I'm telling you, it's gonna start that shift. If you needed anything to say, hey, I need, you need a push start, please go to that site, www.herfiretour.com, and get your ticket for whatever city. I don't care what it is you're going to be. You're going to be full, and you're going to want to keep following Angela. You're going to want to keep following all the speakers and see what they have to offer. So please don't hesitate for yourself. Come on, you getting $30 off? So what are they, like $39 the tickets, right? Like, come on now, you getting more than that. That's like, this is like a 4-course meal at a 5-star restaurant. Like, and you paying $39? Come on now.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. You gotta get, I'm telling you, please I promise you, you will not be mad. And you take it from me. I promise you. I'm putting my life on it. You will not be disappointed with your $39 if you get it right now before the code expires. But I'm telling you, you will not be upset. So please register. And if you're in the New Haven area, Hartford, Bridgeport, wherever, come to Milford Hyatt and see myself and some other dope speakers and Angela. She gonna drop them keys. Y'all gonna want to hear them keys. We're not even telling y'all a little bit of the keys, so y'all gotta come and hear them, because it's definitely gonna be life changing. You listen to them keys, you're gonna be like, oh, I gotta stay, because she done gave me one key at the beginning. I need all the keys. Like, we not leaving nothing on the table.
Right. So look, what about that person to say, you know what, I want to be a speaker to Her Fire Tour? Like, what would you say to that woman that's looking to get into the speaking industry, to know she have a story?
So I would say, do it. If you want to speak, hit Angela up. If you need some coaching, please email her. Get that coaching that you need. If you feel like you're ready, sign up. But definitely inbox her, email her, and sign up for the tour to speak, or even just sign up for her classes. The coaching classes are exceptional. She definitely helped me with delivering my story, knowing how to upsell, just branding everything. So you definitely want to get in contact with her. If you have a story, which we all do, and you feel like you got a mess of a story, turn that mess into a message, and Angela definitely can help you do that. So please, if you have a story, my queen, please hit Angela up and come tell your story so you can empower us and encourage us and make an impact on the world. Not just where you live at, not just on social media, but make an impact on the world and become the #1 top fire speaker. Join the crew.
All right. So look, let's talk a little bit about what you got coming up. You got it. Also have an event May 27th,
28th. Yeah, May 28th. So my group I started a year ago, Queens Empowerment. We have our second annual brunch, and this time it's based on catering to you, just giving women information on how to just take care of you physically, emotionally, and mentally. So we have panelists talking about stress management, self-care, motivation. We have somebody to talk about getting you healthy, physically, and just eating right. And then we also have a performance from a good drill team, a step team in New Haven, top step team. And then we have great vendors with self-care products. I will be vending, having my journals, and my sons did a book. So it's an affirmation book for little guys. So they'll have their book there as well. And then I also came out with an ebook. I just dropped it the other day, Achieving Mental Wealth. Download it. It's quick, but it's definitely going to get you started on that, strengthening your mental and just giving you, ideas on how to strengthen your mental. Is because the mental is the most important part of our bodies. Like, if this not working, ain't nothing else gonna work. So we got to strengthen this so we could get all this strengthened and be the best people that we can be to this world, right? And then what else we have going on? And I have other journals, so you can hit me up on Instagram, DTop Motivator _ and I have another DTop Motivator page on Facebook. That's my motivational blog page. And then my personal one, I just it's D Cousins. And I'm getting my website, Angela. So don't worry, look, it's in the works. I don't want to hear you talking junk. It's in the works. So yes, definitely see me. I hope you guys please register for this tour. Please register for the tour. I would love to see you. Come support a sister. Like she said, capital H, capital F, capital C, capital T -DEE, and get your tickets for Milford, her fire tour. And that's about it that I have going on. Surprising, right? Like I'm feeling like I have stuff going on everywhere, but thank you.
Hey, I'm just so super excited for the whole lineup of Connecticut is going to be crazy. We have already halfway to our capacity. We are looking to sell out in Connecticut. So go now, get your tickets at www.herfiretour.com. If you know what, I want to talk to this woman. If you feel like that you have felt stuck, you have felt like you're in the wilderness, you feel like you're lost, you feel like you don't have anybody to pour into you, you don't have a community, and you're kind of stagnated in life, and you're not unsure about what you're called to do, or you know what you're called to do, but you're not fully stepping in it. That's the reason why you need to be at the Her Fire Tour. I'm one of those people that I sit and listen and allow God to allow me to hear the cry of my audience. And I always say the Her Fire Tour will answer some problems that you have. It will bring some solutions that you have, because I'm a fervent and sitting quiet and just listening. And God began to speak to me and show me where the women is at. That's how he gave me the 6 master keys to accelerate your growth this year. This is the year of acceleration. And why not give me 6 master keys that's going to help you accelerate in your growth, whether spiritually, personally, as a woman, as an entrepreneur, as a speaker, as a coach. And I'm telling you, it is transforming my life just doing the studying part of it.
Yes.
So I can just imagine what Atlanta going to be, Connecticut going to be, Richmond, Baltimore, all the other cities. It have me waking up in the middle of the night in tears because of the breakthroughs that I'm getting from these master keys. And some of y'all think that you need a business strategy. Sometimes you think you need a better looking flyer or a better looking website. I'm coming with some master keys that's going to help you without having all that.
Oh yeah, so y'all better get them tickets. Let's get them tickets rolling.
Get the tickets. Get your girlfriends, get your mother, get your sister. Tell them to come, buy them a ticket, sponsor somebody else. If you say, you know what, I can't make it, let me call up everybody that I know in New Haven, Connecticut. Because I'm telling you, you can do all the posting, you can do all the other things that self-gratify. Why not hear from women that already been through the fire, that is ready and equipped to set you ablaze?
Yes, definitely.
Called the Her Fire Tour for nothing. It's not called the Her Fire Tour for play, but it's for a deeper purpose. Her femininity, her impact, her riches, and her showing up extraordinary. That's what you get when you leave the Her Fire Tour. Because now she's showing up on fire. She's showing up in a most impactful way. Just imagine, D, if you would have never came to the Her Fire Tour.
Definitely. I don't even want to think about it.
And if I wasn't in a position that I was willing to come to New York, put the whole tour together, if I didn't come to a place near you, exactly. If I didn't decide, okay, God, use me. Just imagine.
Definitely, because I wouldn't even have did some of the stuff that I already done, like, and came out, how I did, because even speaking, I've learned through the course, like certain things to say, certain, a certain way to come and bring it, and challenging myself, especially. So I wouldn't have known none of that. Not coming to that tour, getting on in that car with my girlfriends. And these are women that I met stepping out my comfort zone.
For 3 hours, right?
Yes, we drove from Connecticut to New York. And that's what I'm saying. If stepping out your comfort zone and taking that chance, especially a chance that's going to do something great in your life, what you hesitating for? Like, we got to start doing things that are meaningful for us. Like, we can go out anytime. We can go to brunch and I can do all of that. Like, it's nothing to do that. But when there's people coming into your life and giving you the master keys, or giving you that story that can encourage and empower you, because that's what it takes. Like, we're out here giving you our stories because we know that you probably been through something similar and you're stuck. But if you hear women, not just one, you hear multiple women saying they've been in the bottom of the pits, and guess what? They standing up looking as good as they can, younger than ever, up there speaking and telling their stories. You understand me? And that, to me, I'm like, when I heard them women, I'm like, ain't no way in heck I'm sitting here complaining about life. I wish I would. All them stories I heard with these women, and then the stories you will hear at this Her Fire tour, you will sit there and be like, all right, I know I got to step my game up. It's not going to be a jealous bone in your body. It's going to make you step your game up and say, I'm not complaining no more. I'm not sitting and I'm not going to be stagnant. It's time to move. And that's what it's about. So if you are stuck, you will be stuck no more. Let me tell you. So get to that. Don't be scared. I don't care what weekend it is. It's a Saturday. You can still go out after. Trust. We could go out after, do what y'all want to do, but come.
We can hit up Connecticut, whatever the case may be.
Yes.
In the building, May 20th, 2023, New Haven, Connecticut, in the Hyatt in Milford. Look, I want to say this, and I say this often. I really broke it down when I really began to really dive into the statement: the rich get richer and the poor get poor. And I had to ask myself, okay, well, why do the rich get rich and why do the poor get poor? And the rich or the wealthy minded are willing to do what the poor is not willing to do. They have access to information that the poor don't have access to. And that's one of the things that you get being a part of Her Fire Tour. You get access to information, to knowledge, to wisdom and experiences that you would have never gotten access to. Yes, you may have been to some powerful events, not taken away from any of that, but you have not experienced the Her Fire Tour. And when you come, I want you to come wide open. I want you to come with the mindset, God, pour into me. God, speak to me. Put a demand on the anointing of God. Put a demand for God to speak divine revelation into your life. I triple dog dare you.
Yes, I dare you.
If you know you need something for God, if you know you're working to get to the next level, if you know you need a breakthrough, if you know you need to be in the atmosphere where the fire is going to be, I compel you to go ahead right now to register for whatever city we're coming to, your city, near you, by you, however the case may be. I don't care how you get there. Your bike, your tricycle, bicycle, your you can do a yo-yo, you can walk, you can skate, you can skateboard, fly, go, however you need to do, but get there and be a part of the world's #1 platform for women speakers.
Yes, please.
Part of a movement, a sisterhood, a platform that allows you to shine in your greatness.
Definitely. You know what I wanted to say too? When you come to this, when we did you had us all go out the room, right? And then walk back in. That right there was, okay, sis, now I know how to walk in the room. Like, I knew how to be, walk in the room and but that right there was like, no, it's a different way to walk in that room, because before you used to be like, oh, why everybody looking at, now it's like, I'm here. Yep.
baby. And
Now I know why you looking. Like, I know why you looking, because this energy, this vibe is saying a whole lot. So that part right there, I want to say, like, that gave me, it just upped the ante on the confidence and learning how to walk in the room. So that tidbit, I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this at all. Like, she's not playing with the keys. I'm telling you, she's not playing with the anointing that she has. Like, when she speaks, it, like I said, she made me sick. Even the workbook that I had bought, like, I'm telling you, I did the workbook, and I'm like, the first day, the first page, you got me start writing in my daggone thing, talking about writing the book, all these things coming out. I said, oh, see, I ain't playing with this lady. I am not playing with this lady. Like, I was telling Tracy, I said, girl, I did like 2 pages of the workbook. I started writing and writing and writing. I got like 4 pages in front and back. Like, oh, we about to start this book, like, seriously. So I'm telling you, this is not, like she said, it's not for play. It's not a game. It's not just to get you to buy a ticket, to upsell you anything. It's none of that. We all go to, certain little webinars or things, and then when you get there, they're trying to tell you, oh, buy this course. But no, like, she actually did. She probably said something about her course, but she didn't have to go hard about it. She definitely didn't, because she showed us what she was already bringing. She showed me, like, all right, I know if I go, oh, she's talking about take this course. She got a course. Oh, all right. Because I know I need help now. Like, I know I need to get more than just the 6 keys. Now I need to know how to implement them keys. Now I need to know how to tell my story, without fumbling the words or fumbling the ball. Because sometimes, like I said, me being the event coordinator, we have these events and we get these speakers. And I've learned so much by being at the tour and going through the courses. Like, all right, we paying people, and some people ain't even do no coaching. And I feel like you have to invest in you so you can charge top dollar, so people can be able to book you and say, you know what? I seen her invest in her. I seen her go to such and such, take these classes and do these courses, and she invested in her. So if she invested in her and she's at where she at, I could do the same thing. I need to be up there too. So being here is not for play. We're not trying to upsell you nothing. We just trying to get you to get empowered. I'm telling you, the most thing you could do for yourself this year, this summer, is go here. You can't make it. Give somebody a gift, like she said. I'm telling you, somebody that's probably stuck, somebody that's stagnant, somebody that's, oh, they complain a lot and they don't. I bet you buy them a ticket to this tour, and they won't be.
Right.
They won't be calling.
Well, the thing is, you get some on-the-spot coaching while you're there.
Yes. Yep.
Even in New York, one of the students ended up increasing her prices because I helped her see her worth.
Yep.
So it's like, you're just not coming to any women empowerment event where I don't show you or coach you right then and there. That's where the time come in, because my thing is, I'm not driving across the country to come play with you.
Nope.
I'm not packing up, driving 12 hours to Connecticut to come play with you, or any other cities, however long that I drive, that I'm coming specifically for your breakthrough. And if I have you within those 6, 5, 7, 8, whatever hours, it's my duty to give you what God has given me, because I may not never see you again. I don't know how long I'm going to be on this earth. It's my job to give you everything that I have. So my motto is to live full and die empty. Me living full is making sure my cup is full so I can pour out into those people that God sent my way. But I can't pour out, and we can't pour out if you're not in the room, if you're not willing to come. I don't care if you don't know anybody on the flyer or any of the speakers. Come because you know that you need something more in your life. Come because you need your fire stirred up. Come because this is your self-care day. Come because it's a mandate for you to invest in your personal growth and development. Because we get caught up in all these things. Oh my God, and this big name is not on here, and the tickets at this price, but you're missing the key element that you need to accelerate your growth.
Yes, definitely. We're not gonna worry about who on the flyer. No, what we're gonna worry about is what's being poured into you. You worry about these people being on the flyer, and you go to these events. And I've been to events, and I'm like, all right, I paid VIP, and I didn't even get the very important person status. I didn't get none of the stuff that I thought I was supposed to get for VIP. Like,
status, yes, ma'am.
like, you know, but you're gonna come here and you get in that energy. Like, that's the energy that you're gonna get. I just really encourage you, whomever is watching, if you watch this after the fact, please get your ticket, baby girl. Please, queen. It's time for you to elevate. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to heal. It's time to get on that journey. It's time for you to meet some women that got your back. It's time. It's time.
The sisterhood is phenomenal. I'm just going to say, sisterhood is phenomenal because you guys drove to New York. I flew to New York. Now you have connections with women from all over.
Yes, and even Michelle, she hit me up, and we connected like right then and there at her fire tour. Like, I didn't even know this woman. Like, I didn't know nobody besides the women I came with. But it was like a connection, and she inboxes me periodically and checks on me, and I do the same with her, and we connected. And it's like, that's a future connection somewhere where if I want to speak or do something, like, I got a therapist over there, and it's so many good connections and so many dope women that's out here doing their thing. Like, you have to get around women that's doing, I say this, doing better than you, because it's going to make you up your ante. It's going to make you step your game up. And that's what it's about. Let's step our game up so we can pour into our children and our grandchildren. Creating generational wealth is not only about monetary. I always say this, like, I'm not trying to leave a trauma legacy with my children. I'm not trying to leave that. I'm not leaving that. What I'm trying to leave is mental stability and get in that bag. You understand me? Like,
yes, love, all that,
like emotional strength, all of that stuff. I'm trying to leave my kids. And by me coming into this tour and getting on these platforms and pouring into myself and investing in myself, that's how I leave that generational wealth. That's how I leave that generational mental wealth, and the monetary wealth as well, and emotional wealth.
You can get this. You can leave the monetary, the money, but if they don't know how to handle it, if they don't know how to 3 M's,
yes,
they don't know how to do that, then they have neglected what you imparted into them. See, we think legacy is leaving people's things.
Yes.
What you leave inside of people. You are a part of my legacy. What you learn from me is a part of my legacy, because now you're taking that and you can teach it and display it for the rest of your life. And all the millions, get this, because I'm prophesying now, all the millions that you will reach, I'm up in there, a part of that, because I'm a big part in your development, in your growth. You're going to always think, okay, I got certified through AB Fire Speaking Academy, and I was a speaker on the Her Fire Tour. For the rest of my life, every woman to hit the stage, they can say, I was a featured speaker of the Her Fire Tour. That's a part of Angela Brand's legacy. Every student that I trained, every book that I published. When I first published my first children's book, she was 5 years old. When she get 30, she can say, Angela Brand Enterprise published my first book when I was 5 years old. For new, that's what they can say. That's my legacy. I can with zero in my account, but the wealth of legacy of knowledge and wisdom that I've passed on to all the women that I've certified, over all the hundreds of women that I coached and I trained, they get to say that I was a part of her legacy.
Yes, and that's awesome. That and it's amazing and a blessing, like I said, for just register, y'all. I'm telling you, there's like, I am so proud of myself that we kept, and it's so crazy because on the ride home, we kept going. Me and Tristan like, yeah, we definitely needed that. Like, we needed that. We definitely needed it. It put fire under us like it was supposed to, because it ain't her fire tour for nothing. So it definitely put the fire to say, oh yeah, I gotta step my game up. I'm really trying to do this. Oh, I'm really trying to I'm really doing this. Like, God, you showed me, like, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And like I said, I tried so many things before trying to create wealth for my family. And it's the 7 streams of income, and it's all fine and good, but this is something I love to do. This is something that brings a smile on my face when I do it. Even if I'm just live talking to people, even if I'm just posting something, it does something to me. It makes me feel good. So why not feel like that all the time? I'm like, oh yeah, it's time to invest in me. It's time to get this coaching. And it's not going to just stop here, because it goes on. Like, you have to keep, like you say, you have to keep your heads in books. You got to invest in yourself. Events, I always try to go to events that are meaningful, events that are going to, impact me in a way where I'm going to learn from some dope individuals and get those connections that I need to have. Because I can't be a top speaker and don't have no connections. Like, that's not, like,
The thing is, the Her Fire Tour is an experience. It's an experience. Let me tell you, every tour stop, I grow and I get filled on a whole nother level. I know if I can grow from the speakers that I trained, I know somebody can that's sitting in the audience.
Definitely.
Every time. And I'm just waiting to see you, Tracy, Nina, and Regina. I'm just waiting to see how I can learn from you guys, how I can better perfect my craft, how I can grow as a woman and as a trainer. It don't go one way, it go both ways. When I see Daphne, Georgia, Jolie, all of them hit the stage, I'm like, man,
I bet. Look, I did that.
like man, what God gave me to give to them and to see them to grow and develop on a whole another level is simply phenomenal. So let me tell you, I met this young lady and I told her what I do. She looked at me crazy. She said, I've never met anybody that do what you do. In my head, I'm thinking like, yeah, and look like you. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's this tour is a baby that I've developed. I'm growing, and I'm one of those. I don't despise small beginners. I don't care if it's 1, 2 people in the room. I'm going to give you what God has given me, like it's a multitude of people in the room. I'm not moved by that, because what I'm giving you goes beyond numbers.
Yes.
But all the speakers provide, it goes beyond the numbers in the room, but it carries the value and the impact that these women can take for the rest of their life. Every event that you do, every platform that you step on, you want to speak in your fire, because that was the fire blueprint that you got in your training. So you're going to always open your mouth with fire. A Facebook Live conversation, fire going to come out. I don't care if you at work, on a whatever, in the grocery store, when you open your mouth, you're going to speak with fire.
Definitely. And it's crazy because I'm like, every time I speak now, I'm like, am I coaching? I was like, the last module said, don't be giving up advice yet. And I'm sitting here speaking to my husband. I'm talking to him, and I start, we need to do, I'm like, here I go. Like, here I go coaching. But it definitely, like you said, it does take away the nerves, and you get that confidence that you didn't think you had, especially speaking. Not just confidence in, oh, I look good, I think highly of myself. No, just in your passion, you have that confidence now. To have that confidence in my passion and in my purpose is elevating me, and it's getting me noticed. And it's just wonderful. Like I said, I'm so proud of me, and I'm just so thankful that my friend said, hey, let's go to this tour, found out about it. I'm thankful that you just poured, you gave us those keys, but you poured out all of you, like all the women did. Like, yes. And they poured, like, when I say, it was like, okay, like, y'all not playing. Like, and it was interacting. It wasn't like we just was sitting there oh, I'm listening to these. No, it was interacting. Like we got tools. We got, like I said, we did the walk, and it was like it was different things going on.
Really nice brochures. You get to write in.
Yes, and you get your notes. And I was just looking in my bag. I said, I got my shirt still in, and I got my notebook. I just looked at the brochure and seen all the notes. I said, in the little because Jazz gave us a journal when we first came up there, and I was looking in the beginning of my journal. It has the master keys. It has like most of the stuff you would say. I'm writing everything down. So, like I said, it's not like you're just sitting there. It's an experience. And you're not being talked at. You're not being taught. You're having an experience that is going to elevate you, and you're going to be able to take with you for the rest of your life, especially if you are receiving it in a positive way. Like you have to come, like she said, open. Come open. Your mind open. Come open in your heart and your emotions. Bring your tissues. I'm just letting you know bring the tissues, because you really gonna find some stuff out. You probably like, oh, like I said, when she did the little questions and like raise your hand if you such and such, and I'm raising it. I'm like, ooh. Then when she finished with all the questions, like, well, you know what that mean, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. Because sometimes you don't know certain things that you do. If people don't say anything to you, or they, and the way you put it, it wasn't like you were digging for the information. It wasn't like you were pinpointing when you asked those questions. And it was like, all right, after you asked those questions, you said, well, that means, and then it just put a lot of perspective on it for me. Like, okay, now I got to switch some things up. But I say that to say, when you come to this, it's not, like I said, you're not being told. So you're going to be like, oh, wow. You don't want to miss this. You're going to be mad if you didn't get your ticket.
I'm telling you. Go right now to get your tickets at www.herfiretour.com. I'm telling you, after Atlanta, we are gone every 2 weeks, twice a month, once a month. Cruise, Bahamas, that's the same thing. Cleveland, Detroit, Raleigh, Richmond, Baltimore, Connecticut, Atlanta, Raleigh, back in Charlotte. We're ending in Charlotte with my first Black Girl Business Expo. Okay. And I'm super excited about that. That's how we're going to close the tour this year. And next year, we're going to be back. All those things. I'm telling you, just go to tickets. I mean, just go right now to www.herfiretour.com, wherever city you're at. Don't wait to the day of, because you can't get tickets at the door on any city. Any city, you can't pay at the door. All seats are limited. All seats are limited. So if you want to get a seat, get your tickets.
And they're limited, so you got to get that seat. Please use that code.
Yes. So if you're looking to be empowered and just to grow, don't allow the club, the bottle, the joint, the blunt to be your growth or your coping mechanism. Be around women. A lot of these women are therapists, counselors. We are speakers. We are trainers. Some of us are in ministry, pastors, whatever, just people out in the community making a difference. And we're willing to come and travel to you to bring you an experience like none other. So any last and final words?
Get your tickets. Please get your tickets. That's the word of the get your tickets so you can be encouraged, empowered. I just want to talk to the woman that's been sitting and been thinking that she's not worthy of greatness. I want to speak to the woman that her mental is all over the place and she feel like she's doing everything and nobody cares about what she's doing. And she doesn't have that confidence and that self-love. I'm speaking to you. You got to get that ticket. Let's start right now, today, pouring into yourself and getting some self-care with this ticket. I'm talking to you that you feel like nothing is going your way. You're going to find so many things out about yourself by just going to this tour. You're going to find your strength. You're going to find your power. You're going to even find that fire that's inside of you and that feminine energy. You've been looking for those things, you will find them at this tour. I beg of you, queen, to get those tickets. Pour into yourself. The time is now. You are the most valuable player in your life, and you need to understand that. And come so you can hear my story and get encouraged and learn the MVP blueprint. So please come and get poured into and get filled up. I'm telling you, like I said earlier, it's like a 5-course meal from a 6-star restaurant, and you only getting it for $39. Come on.
I mean, like that's until the code expires. And then the ticket is then only $69, and you get to use Afterpay, Sizzle, and Affirm for payments. I mean, four payments divided by. I mean, it's a no.
It's a no-brainer at this point. Like it's
a no-brainer. I mean,
at this point, get filled up, get some connections, meet some dope women. It's a sisterhood that you're not going to forget about. They're not going to forget about you. You are going to make a connection, more than one. I'm telling you, you are going to make more than one connection, but also, like I said, you're going to learn some things about yourself, and that power that you've been looking for is going, you're going to find it.
Yeah, you're going to find it. So look, if you on the fence, we have on the spot coaching. I have what we call speed coaching. We're going to be doing that. We're going to have some networking opportunities. If you have a business, you can come and talk about your business. You can connect. However the case may be, if you're looking to say, you know, I don't have anything else to do, but I just want to come get out the house, just go ahead to www.herfiretour.com. Thank you, Dee, so much for joining me. And empowering the people to go ahead and get their tickets. If you're just coming in, go back and listen to the replay, listen to the whole video, share, comment, go back and just tag all the women that you know. I don't care where they at, just tag them. They may not be nowhere near the Her Fire Tour where we're coming, but they need the motivation. They may need the mindset coach. They may want to become a certified motivational speaker, certified life coach. They may want to take my classes. They may want to take coaching from Dee, however the case may be, to get you to the place to where you're setting this world ablaze. You're leaving your sprinklers of fire everywhere you go, and creating that fire transformation and really showing up as the fire girl that you are. So you guys be blessed, and be blessed. And I will see you in the fire.
Thank you.